sit atop the AFC North. So, how has he been doing it? On Sunday, Rodgers averaged 2.17 seconds before his passes, according to NFL Next Gen stats. His fastest average time over the 10 seasons that stat has been tracked. But getting the ball out in under 2.5 seconds on Sunday, he was 13 of 16, 174 yards and a touchdown. Dano, what did you like about what you saw from the Steelers offense yesterday?
I felt watching the Steelers tape that it was the Kansas City Chiefs like 6 offensive linemen and Darnell Washington. So more often than not, that 6th offensive lineman was Spencer Anderson, who's 300 plus pounds. Washington's lifted at 265, but you got 6 guys over 300 and another tight end pushing 265, 270. They just ran outside zone at Minnesota, got underneath the center, ran inside zone or outside zone and duo, and double teamed their run game. 17 snaps yesterday. The Steelers put a 6th offensive lineman on the field and put the quarterback underneath the center. That is 2025 football in the NFL. I absolutely loved it. It makes me think very differently about this Steelers offense moving forward.
Yeah, and I really want to focus on the Minnesota Vikings. So this is one of the videos where I really want to ask Minnesota Vikings fans directly how you felt about this game, how you felt about Kevin Unal, because I was reading a lot of complaints. This is one of those unique games because obviously it was so early in the morning, and then I didn't really have a chance to make any type of reaction to it because then it just led right into the whole bulk of games, and then nobody really talked about it as much earlier today, and it was really just through the Steelers lens, and I really want to focus on through the Vikings lens. But before I do that, I just want to, before I share my direct opinions about specifically Kevin O'Connell, because I'm going to share about this game as a whole, but I just saw a lot of people frustrated with Kevin O'Connell, and I'm just curious if that's how it lands for people who watch this channel. But before we get into it too much, I know Vikings fans, I asked you this before, but you guys are doing an absolute amazing job. You guys are doing an absolutely amazing job of subscribing and watching the full length of this video. And as I showed before, I mean, this is what happens when you subscribe while watching this video and while you watch the entire video. It changes everything. You've been amazing. I cannot thank you enough. You are helping me build an absolute avalanche of a channel to really root ourselves. And I really mean to me, it truly is we, not me, root ourselves as a true community in the sports talk world. I can't thank you enough. I'm just going to keep asking you to please keep doing it. I have a goal. I want to get to 100,000 subscribers. I want to be part of something special, and I want you to be part of something special. So please don't stop. Please keep going. It really helps. It really helps support this channel in ways that I lose words to really describe, but let's get into it. I actually really like this game. I might be an outlier with the Minnesota Vikings here. I actually really like this game. I think Carson Wentz also played awesome. I know he had those 2 interceptions, and I get that some of it was a really great play, and some of it was just a little unlucky. But I mean, the Vikings struggled to run the ball. I mean, that's always going to hurt you, especially when you have a quarterback who's not, in full season swing. But he made some really high-level throws, and he understood the assignment. Get the ball to Justin Jefferson and Addison. He fed them. 10 catches for 126 yards for Jefferson. Addison, 4 catches for 114 yards. But, I mean, they had 20 carries for 70 yards, and 12 of them came from Carson Wentz. That's a tough existence. That will always be a tough existence. But some of the throws, the 2-point conversion, the anticipation throw to Naylor, which Greg Olsen pointed out. I mean, like, these are difficult throws, man. Like, you can see the potential here. Like, that's the thing. You can see what this team can get after offensively, but they could not stop the run. They could not stop the run, obviously, as this is what this clip was really highlighting more than anything. And it's funny because I didn't look, I like to watch the game first, really digest it. I take all my notes, and then I look at the stats. I try to reach the conclusions of what I'm seeing first with my eyes, and then I look for the data to see, okay, does this confirm? Does this raise any other questions? Something that I'm missing? And my conclusion of that defense was I wrote this. It was all about getting to Aaron Rodgers. That's what it was all about. It was all just get to Aaron, get to Aaron, get to Aaron. And Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers knew it. That's why they got the ball out right away, and it was very Kansas City Chiefs. That's a great observation from Danasu, because I always talk about the Chiefs, and Mahomes always hike throw, hike throw, hike throw, hike throw, hike throw. She's these quick pre-nap reads, these quick schemed up throws, and it's just boom, boom, boom. Just get the ball out, just get the ball out, just get the ball out. And the Vikings had no answer for that in a way where it was boom or bust, as in we're either just trying to attack Aaron Rodgers and disrupt him or not. And the times that Aaron, was flushed out of the pocket, so to speak, he was elusive. He made some plays. He was sacked only twice. He was 18 for 22, 200 yards, 9.1 yards per attempt, 1 touchdown, a 119.7 passer rating, and they were able to run the ball 29 carries for 131 yards, 4.5 yards per carry. And Carson Wentz was under duress for the entire game. It was not an easy existence for him, but I think he played really well. It's a shame that some of the interceptions, the one tit interception, it's just like I see those as so much bad luck. The only time I don't see that as bad luck is if you're if it happens a lot to you because you're a smaller quarterback, which is not Carson, or if you're running around, you're falling off one foot, you're trying to make like a crazy throw and then it gets tipped. It's like you played beyond yourself. This was just one of those plays. The Steelers defense was incredibly opportunistic. They were aggressive. They came to play. They came to play. And they had a good game plan. I mean, they really did. But I mean, Wentz was 30 for 46, 350 yards, 7.6 yards per attempt, 2 touchdowns. I mean, listen, that's when you're talking about a backup quarterback. Let's not act like that's an easy thing to do. And again, these were high-level throws, pretty much non-existent run support. This was a tough one. This is a game that you would expect the Vikings to be able to find their way through. And I think at the end of the day, you shouldn't be too upset about a game like this. The Packers just tied. The Lions seem good, but you're still right there. The Vikings are still very much right there. I think the Steelers team was always better than a lot of people gave them credit for. I even bought into it a little bit, saying this, man, this Vikings defense is just going to attack Aaron Rodgers, and they knew it, and they were able to successfully get rid of the ball. They're not always able to easily do that. Otherwise, all teams would just do that. All teams would just call hike throw, hike throw, hike throw. Just get rid of the ball, get rid of the ball, get rid of the ball. No sacks, no sacks. Get rid of the ball, get rid of the ball, get rid of the ball. And it's just not always what you see, obviously, in the NFL. But I had defended Aaron Rod because everyone kept saying he's playing terrible. And I'm like, I don't really think he's been playing that terrible. And I was saying in a clean pocket, he's been playing great. And yeah, when the pressure gets to him, it's been a little ugly. But I then compared it to what we saw for Matthew Stafford last year, and that we have plenty of quarterbacks when, if they're pretty much flawless in a clean pocket and they execute at a high level in a clean pocket, you can make do with a slower, older, less mobile quarterback. And this is one of those games where you kind of have to just shake the hands of the Steelers. That's what they did. It was very reminiscent of a basketball game. When you're watching a game, for you Timberwolves fans out there, when you're watching Ant just go off, have an unbelievable play, and the defender is playing awesome defense, and you always see some, his name's Richard Jefferson, just be like, you just got to shake. The defense just has to shake Ant's hand and just say, great play, young fella, or what, however the heck he phrases it, because it's just like there was just nothing to do in that moment. And there just was nothing to do there. They had no answer for these very frustrating, quick, short throws. And then they were able to gash you in the run game if you were able to swallow up the run game and force an Aaron to stretch the field because he really didn't need to, and he had a couple also big, that big massive play from DK Metcalf. It's like when you add that all together, a couple turnovers on offense, that's how you get to losing a 24-21 game, right? I mean, I know there are some decisions, and that's why I'm waiting to see what you guys all say about Kevin Unnell before I kind of share it, because I'm a huge supporter of Kevin Unnell. Again, some of the comments that I was reading on other videos and just other posts where people seem really, really upset with Kevin Unnell. And I don't know. Like I said, I'm trying my best to just not share any strong opinion specifically about Kevin Unnell and just look at this game more for how it unfolded in practice and where it went right, where it went wrong. I just don't watch the game like this and feel bad. My takeaway isn't, oh gosh, the Vikings are in trouble. Just wasn't my takeaway. And anytime you can lose a game and your takeaway is still, you know what, I actually feel pretty good about that game. Like, imagine if you lose this game, but like you couldn't get Justin Jefferson the ball, right? Addison couldn't get the ball. It felt like the Vikings had no answer to the Steelers, which is not true. They scored 24 points, right? Yeah, they gave up a chunk within the run game and whatnot, but it's not, they weren't gashed all the live long day. You weren't watching this game and just saying, oh my God, everyone's just so wide open. Aaron Rodgers has all day in the pocket. Like, you're not watching that game thinking, what is happening right now? This isn't the Vikings team that I know. This offense is a me that, it wasn't the case. Dealing with some injuries, dealing with some O-line injuries. I think the defense held its own, but struggled with the game plan, struggled to adjust to what the Steelers were looking to do. Again, as I think Orlovsky highlighted better than I could do, but just more from the lens of what the Pittsburgh Steelers did, right? And so again, as I'll end it here, is just, this was a handshake moment. If I'm the Minnesota Vikings, this was a handshake moment and just says, great play, Steelers. Great, great, great move. That was that, you won that round. You won that round. Sometimes you watch a game and you're just like, the team is clearly better, right? Their quarterback is clearly better. We're clearly not good enough. We're clearly not ready to compete. That's just not the way how I felt for this game. And I watched it straight through. I watched it in the morning, a little tired, but I still watched it straight through. And yeah, my takeaway was otherwise positive. It really was, which again, I know is an unpopular opinion right now with it all, but that was just my honest read. I think the biggest issue was not even necessarily offense. It was just the defense was just all about getting to Aaron. And when Aaron was like, I'm just going to get rid of the ball as quickly as I can, then the Vikings just did not have an answer for that. But all in all, I still think a productive game. I still think an important game for the Vikings, and, I still think they have plenty of room to grow. But yeah, on to next week. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Minnesota Vikings? Tough loss on the road, truly on the road, against the Pittsburgh Steelers. How do you feel about Kevin O'Connell, since, like, I keep emphasizing that that's what I've been reading a ton about Kevin Unnell, so let me know your thoughts about that. Also, Carson Wentz, the Vikings as a whole defense, offense. Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Either way, let's get in some discussions, let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. Please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.